Hi.
Yeah.
Hello.
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 Hello. Hello,
I
everyone.
need a hat.
Yay! We did
There's
it.
a wiggly thing on their head.
That hat
Oh,
does the
brilliant.
whole-
Brilliant.
I don't even want to wave anymore because the hat does the waving.
They give me 2 truths. I give them 2 prompts. Now, that may be a lie or the truth they sent me. They have 1 hour to prepare and they read the prompts. You can try and guess if it's bull.
When in
Okay.
doubt.
So, we're going to start off with Mickey D.
Oh dear.
Mickey D, please read
Wrong start.
prompt number 1.
Prompt number 1.
Prompt number 1.
Okay. Prompt number 1 is: my parents are national dance champions.
Okay. So, Karma and the Power of Grint, you now have an unspecified amount of time. I don't know why it's unspecified, but I did not plan it.
Oh my god, the pressure!
And time's up. What do you think? You have some time, about 5 minutes, and you can ask any question you want to Mickey D to try and see if this is a lie or if this is true. Please
These are
start.
moves they taught me.
I have a question. What sort of theater of dance, like ballroom?
Theater of dance.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the word is, but like
It's
what
like a
type?
theater of
Dancing,
war.
like
Is that what? Is that what you're
Yeah,
going on?
that's what I was going with. Yeah, yeah.
It is ballroom.
Ballroom.
dancing.
Okay.
And how long ago was this?
This would have been 10 years ago.
So they were declared. What was it? National champions.
National dancing champions. Yeah.
What was the league called? Like, what was the
Dance sport.
dance sport?
Dance
Oh.
sport.
Dance
Sounds
sport.
like the most made-up name I've ever heard. Dance sport.
No.
So we've already got 3 bulls and 1 true in chat. Just FYI.
Judge Dredge. How
Wow,
you
look at them
doing?
all. Jeez. You don't know me.
You don't know
my
me.
history. You don't know my family.
That's true.
Jeez.
Bull.
Did they ever teach you how to dance, Mickey?
Yes.
So you can do
What's your
ballroom
favorite
dance.
move?
Yes.
What's your favorite move then? Can you show us?
You do a trick.
I like the chicken walks from the jive. That's definitely my favorite.
How does that look?
Ooh.
Yeah, I want to see that.
It's kind of weird. I don't even think I could do it anymore, but I like the part where you actually
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
jazz hands.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice.
Hmm.
Nice.
So
Oh, no.
was there like were they
Oh,
regular champions? Was it just a once off, or did they do it a few times?
This was a once-off.
a once-off.
A once-off
To be
national
declared
dance champion.
National champions. Once off.
Wow.
Once-off.
That's a hell of a
One-
fluke.
One and done,
One day,
baby.
one-
One and done.
Wanted. How often
they-
are people
They
becoming
picked and then
champion
that was
and
it.
then becoming champion and champion and champion? They were only champion once.
Well,
in
I
this.
mean, you have
competition.
reigning champions to defend their title. That's a thing, right?
I suppose, yeah. That's not quite how it works with dancing, though. That's not like a fight to the death. It's not a theater of war. It's a theater of dance.
So did you actually watch it? Did you watch the final?
Yes, yeah, I did.
I
How
want
old were
to.
you?
I want to reiterate. Last time Mickey came on, his father was an Olympian as well, right, in fencing, and that was a true.
In
That was
ice
a true.
dancing, or
That wasn't true. Yeah, my dad definitely was in the Olympics, Barcelona and Seoul. True story.
How old were you when they?
I've actually, I was probably 14, I think.
you know him? Is he 24?
I'm not actually. It was over 10 years ago. I don't know my
So
age.
what year? Do you know what year it was that they won the championships?
I don't.
All right, lads. One more question.
Well, go Grin. You're up.
Would you be able to produce a photo of it if we asked?
Ooh, yeah,
Of them
probably.
in the garb?
Not of the actual them being presented with an award or something, but definitely of them dancing.
Okay.
if asked.
You're confident you'd be able to do it. All right.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
I mean, if it's a lie, he's gonna say yes anyway because this is the last question. I'm just...
Yeah, no. But I want to see it.
You are okay.
Not now.
all right.
Not now.
In the future. All right. So, team 2. What do you want to call your team? Grint and Karma.
I don't know.
Grammar.
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 Grammar. That sounds pretty cool. I like it.
What's that?
Grint.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah.
Grammar. What do you think? Is it true or is it bullshit?
Grant, what do you reckon, mate? Because I think maybe his parents are dancers. I just don't know if they were the national champions.
Yeah, it's about the one-off thing. I know you can just have a
Yeah.
brilliant year and you can do that.
Like, that's a
Oh.
peak. That's a peak and then a plummet.
I can't
You know,
deny
like,
this.
what happened? What happened the next year? Did they just say, all right, well,
Are we allowed to ask more questions?
Nah,
Nah,
time's
I think
up.
that's
Time's
it.
up.
Oh.
We've
what do you
moved.
want to do?
Fancy.
Oh, there's so much bullshit in there that could be true.
Very
If I scroll through the messages, if I ignore Shadow Boy spamming bull, it looks like
Really?
still looks like
It's a
mostly
lot of
bull.
bull.
Mostly
There's a
I'm
lot
bullshit.
of
thinking
Yeah.
they're dancers. I don't know about this one-off championship.
I reckon
That's
they're
the thing.
dancers. I just don't think they're the national champions.
All right, you're gonna lock in.
All right.
It's bullshit.
Yeah, we'll call bullshit, I think.
All right. Can you please reveal the answer to prompt number 1, Mickey?
It was true.
Hey, well done.
Okay.
Du-du-du-du-du. I have a button for this
He's
now.
got the photo. See?
He's got the photo. Oh wow, well
Yes.
There
done.
you go. So that's my mum and my stepdad.
Not only
They
is an
were dance
Olympian.
sport champions. If I was to guess, I'd say it was 2010-ish, 2011-ish. They were masters category dance sport champions, and it was only once.
Well done,
Fair.
There you go.
Mr. The Power of Grint. Okay. Can you please read prompt number 1?
I have to read off this. In high school, I once sabotaged another student's project in science class because they weren't nice to me at lunchtime.
Dude, the way you read that, I barely like actually understood the words that came out. It was so straight. And can you read that one
Well,
more time
I've been
for me?
told to read how he's written.
That's
I
right.
know,
That's
I know.
right.
That's the annoying thing. It's throwing me.
word.
It's throwing me
Please,
off a
please
loop.
read it again.
So when I was in high
Yeah,
school,
chat. Sorry.
I actually had to. I sabotaged another student's project in the science class because they weren't nice to me at lunch.
Okay. What did they do to you that wasn't nice at lunch?
In year 11, I used to actually run a radio station. Like we had an upstairs radio station, so we boom out all the music at lunchtime. And there was another group of guys. Sorry, we used to play a lot of grunge and sort of heavier stuff over the speakers at school. But there was this other group who always wanted to play all their R&B and their hip hop, and they just weren't happy with it, and they kept complaining. So they almost got us kicked off doing the radio duties.
Oh wow!
And they took a bit of revenge on us, so I took a bit of revenge on them.
What did they
childish.
do to get you taken off?
They actually took all our CDs. We were actually
Oh.
sponsored. Yeah, we were sponsored by a local radio station,
Wow.
and we used to get all the CDs, but they actually took them and hid them. So when it came to one of our radio days, we had nothing, so we had to let them go on.
Okay.
That's mean. That's
What's your
especially mean. Did they give them
revenge?
back?
Did they give them back? Oh, we got them back in the end. Yeah, we found out where they'd hidden them, but yes.
Okay.
What were you going to say, Glitter Kitty?
What
Oh,
was
sorry.
your revenge on the project?
This is childish. This is so fucking childish. Environmental science. We had like a project to grow all these seeds under different circumstances. So it was like, salty water, sugary water, different color dyes, just plain water. And their seeds were growing a little bit better than mine, so I put a bit of turpentine in their waters. But yeah, they died.
Nice.
Smells like victory.
Oh,
Oh my
revenge
god,
for
that is
revenge.
savage.
It's
That
a
is
full
fucking
revenge story.
That's good.
That is
Plus, as
brutal.
I said, I'm childish, so
Yeah.
That was
It's
nice.
like
was expecting
a Game
something
of
a little bit more
Thrones high
subtle.
school, man.
Yeah.
Crazy.
What can you do?
What can you do when someone disses your fly girl? You
I
pop
know,
one of
right?
these.
Hey, we wanted that offspring playing, man. We didn't,
Oh, that's
we
that's
didn't want
good.
none of that Backstreet
I mean, you
Boys
went
stuff
from
going on.
0 to 100 though, didn't you? You didn't just like slightly sabotage. You just killed the plant with turpentine.
Oh yeah, just a couple of drops is all it took.
How long till the plant died? Did they just die? Because it was set up in the classroom for a long
It
time.
was in the classrooms. We all had
Yeah,
our
right.
different areas, but yeah, they sort of we just had access to everyone's plants.
Mhm.
So me and the other guy was doing the radio. We just like screw it, we'll just get some turpentine and just put a bit in
Wow.
there. We didn't have access to anything else really heavy, so that was all we had access to.
Really heavy. like acid.
Well,
Yeah.
I like that.
You know, we didn't
You
have
just wanted
access
to
to
be
the music, but
certain.
we had access to turpentine.
Yeah, that's right.
Schools are notoriously not secure, right? Like students know exactly when to
Yeah.
sneak into a storeroom.
Remember this, I'm 43, yeah? Like, we're talking, 20 years ago, so 20 something years ago.
What grade was this, by the way?
Year 11, year 11.
Year 11. Okay.
Yeah.
We've got a prediction up with which actually has a timer built in, so we have 2 minutes left. So we've got a lot of money on false and a little true was winning at the start of the round. Seems one person or a couple people have dumped a lot of points into false.
I
The
feel like
whales.
the whole playing music thing and the having access to the school speakers is all true, but I'm doubtful of whether or not the whole turpentine in a project thing is true. I don't know.
We didn't know what else to kill it with.
Yeah, I know.
We knew
But
turpentine would work.
yeah, you'd think naturally it's like, yeah, this thing has a skull and crossbones on the bottle. It'll probably fuck it up. Like,
We had access to it from art, though.
oh yeah, right.
That makes
It's a paint thinner, isn't it? Yeah.
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 All right,
So if
glitter.
you
And
make
a plant, and
sprinkle,
a
you rub it
plant
off.
thinner as well, as it turns out.
Yeah. There should be a good market for that in the gardening world.
You want some plants dead? Okay.
As I said, I was a child. I really, I'm not going to go and burn someone's house down, but I might as well do some damage.
Do you have any last questions? You've got about 40 seconds. Glitter D is what I've named your
glitter.
group.
Come on. What do you got?
What
detective-
What are you
Did you
feeling?
get in trouble for it? Did you get in trouble, or did they not even notice? It was one of those. Our plants died. What a shame.
We talked a little bit too much, and a few people got wind of it, so we did get
He blood.
reported from the other students. I'm laughing about it because it was just so fucking stupid. It was just, I just couldn't believe we did it. But yes, we did get a bit of trouble in it, but nothing major. It was a bit of turpentine in water. Come on.
Detention or anything?
Oh no, nothing like that. No.
All right, that's the last question. I'm gonna need an answer. Team Glitter D. That's what I've
Glitter D.
coined. Please
Glitter D.
have a discussion
Glitter
and give me
D.
your answer.
See,
Mickey, I feel like that's something that could happen at my school.
yeah.
Like that sounds like something that would have totally happened at my school. So I'm confident that it's true, but I want to get your thoughts. What do you reckon, Mickey?
I don't know. It's my doubt stems from not knowing enough about Chigrint and the way that you're reflecting on your childhood and saying that was a stupid thing to do. I don't know. Like, is that a thing you would say reflecting on your childhood? Or is that a thing you would say when you were pretending that was a thing that happened in your childhood and you actually don't approve of that thing and you don't want that message getting out there in the world?
It's almost
I'm
like it's the
43,
game.
I'm still
It's
a
almost
child.
like
I'd probably do it to this day still.
He's just having an existential
43 still a
crisis.
child?
Amazing. Okay, so what are you thinking? I need an answer.
Oh,
I feel like it there are elements of
feel
truth.
like- yeah, elements of truth, but it's not entirely true.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. My gut says false, but my brain says true.
But my body's telling me yes.
my body's telling me.
I need an
Wait,
answer. You guys are
What do you
dancing
guys-
around.
What do you guys?
Alright.
What do you guys reckon? Bull, true.
What do you think in chat? Can I see some redeems on the bull or true? Chat,
Chat,
channel
say
point
something
redeems.
so we can
Someone,
blame you for the
loving
decision.
care for
Quickly.
a non-visible cat would.
Ooh.
Okay, I think that we go with bull.
Bull?
Yeah, you want to go with bull?
I'm gonna go with what my body
You-
says.
You're gonna go with what your body says. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with what my ballroom genes go with.
So you're saying bull?
Yep.
You're locking it in?
Lock it in, Eddie.
All right.
Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Grint,
Eddie.
please reveal the answer to prompt number 1.
Left for bull, right for truth.
Yeah.
It's bull.
Well
That's a
played.
whole lot of
Amazing.
bullshit.
Well
Nice.
That was
But that
well
was
played.
convincing.
Done.
That was highly
That was
convincing.
pretty convincing.
Well
That
done.
was fantastic work, Grint. That was really
Well
good.
done.
So
Yeah,
we're gonna
that's good.
change
So
that.
what lost it? Come on, what lost it for me? I thought I did all right.
I'd make
For
a terrible
me-
policeman because I was just buying that hook, line, and sinker.
I can see your mouth was open like, what
I was
an
like,
asshole.
whoa, this is the greatest story ever.
Amazing.
I think it was the introspection that got me to think that it was fake.
Okay, fair enough.
There's just a little bit too much shame. There wasn't enough of the appreciation for the genius plan of memories and plants.
Yeah, I feel like
Fair.
if you look back on it, you'd just laugh, kind of. It'd be something that you'd just be like, that was
Yeah.
funny.
I would.
Like, I feel shame for all the things that I did, but I still think it's hilarious.
See, one of my friends in chat is saying, I feel like you would have told me that story. I don't know whether that's good or not.
But Mickey, shout outs to you for going that extra mile of like observing
That was
Oh.
good.
behavior towards it, because I was just
I-
I was kind of listening to the story, and you were like, yeah, but I feel like you'd be a little bit less remorseful or something like that.
The
All
Judge reckons the weak point was that you didn't get into trouble. That's what gave it away for him.
Ooh.
Oh.
Good point.
That's
Point.
good. If you stole turpentine, I think you'd get in trouble. Doesn't matter where you are, right?
Pretty sure you can make bombs with that stuff, so yeah.
You
Yeah.
can just buy it at a hardware store. And
All right. So, GK, can you please read prompt number 1?
Yes, I can.
I really want to
I'm
guess.
going to start
How
another
do I-
5-minute
can I-
prediction when this starts.
Can I be on my own team so I can guess 2?
I mean, you can guess with them if you want.
Okay, I'll do the prediction. All right.
Oh, I've got the prediction ready. Don't stress.
You got it? Okay,
Yep.
okay.
So, please read the prompt number 1.
Prompt number 1 is, I once ran into a tree branch face first.
Okay, starting the prediction now. We've got 5 minutes.
Where were you running to or from?
I was running from my house down to the beach with the intent to swim.
What specific part of your face got hit? Like,
My
there-
forehead, pretty much. My forehead. From
is there a scar?
literally no scar.
Convenient.
How old? How old are you?
Convenient.
How old was I? I was
Roughly.
roughly. I probably was about 22.
So,
22
was
years
this like a
You were
beach house
22?
right on the beach?
Okay, so you've got the beach here, and then behind the beach you've got a big field area with trees, almost like a picnic sort of area.
I love
And
the
then-
fact that you were 22. That's great.
How much
Oh.
alcohol was involved?
Ooh, good
Yeah.
question.
Well, there you go. There was a lot.
This changes everything. That's a good
changed a
question.
lot.
Good question.
Quick question: have you guys ever run into a tree?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, when I was a kid, yeah, I think so.
As a
I've run
kid?
into
Like-
poles.
I'm not sure if that's better or worse, but okay. Okay.
Wait,
Let's
like
continue.
run.
Let's continue.
How were you injured badly? Was there blood? Like,
Oh, okay. So, yeah, there was blood. There was
Yeah.
quite a lot of blood.
was there first aid performed?
There was first aid performed back at home
Right.
So you went
But-
straight back home.
at the site of this incident. No,
So it was bad enough for you to call the day a quits and go home.
pretty much. Yeah.
Right.
That laugh makes me think, no, she got wounded up and had another beer.
It's like pouring vodka on the wound to disinfect it. You know.
Yeah, pretty much.
I've seen
Yeah.
this in the movies.
love
It
that.
works. Nice.
How
Was
we
there
did in
anyone else
Russia.
around you and saw it?
Mm.
Yes, a lot of people were there.
Oh, so it was daytime? It was daytime?
There were a lot of people. There was like an entire crowd, and it was like, oh shit, did she real go do that? Did she real run into that tree? Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
she real
They were
go
just-
do
they
that.
were- yeah.
Were you in America?
Amazing.
I don't know why I made that voice.
gonna
but
say,
yeah,
like,
there were a few people that were like, did she really seriously just run into a tree? But then, yeah, I don't think anyone really knew that I'd, had a few shots beforehand.
They don't need to know
I
either.
can't ask questions.
You can ask
what,
a question if you
want
want.
to know details of what I had?
Yeah. Can
I
you
was
remember
I was
what
gonna
you
ask what you're
drank?
drinking.
I love it in chat, Chewy. The tree really gone do like
You really done
Don't
ran
do
into
that.
that tree
Something
there.
about that.
Amazing.
That tree did that to her.
That's all I have to say about that.
What's
Um,
that little lady doing?
Where were you when it happened? Where are you?
Where specifically, as in what country, what city, or
Country,
Yes.
city,
Anything,
whatever.
any of the above.
it was in Auckland, New Zealand,
Oh,
in
okay.
a place called Mission Bay. Mission Bay has a whole bunch of shops and restaurants, and then you cross the road, and that's where the field area is. And then from the field onwards, you get to the beach. So you walk across the field to the beach.
Do you remember what time of year it was, roughly?
It was the beginning of the year.
Okay, so
was
summer.
around- It was summer.
Yeah.
Round
Makes
about
sense.
the time it's nice to go for a swim.
In Auckland, though, Auckland's not very warm. Generally speaking.
Auckland
Can get
famously
pretty
has
warm.
no trees, so You've got 1
Googling
minute
Mission Bay
left.
to see if legit.
So 1 minute left. Can I get Grandma
oh,
to
man.
ask a question and start discussing?
All right, Green. What do you reckon?
I actually don't know what else to ask to clarify.
Yeah, I feel like we've covered most of the angles.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's start
'cause it's a
discussing.
smallish
Now we need
incident.
to discuss it, I think.
Mm.
Yeah.
Look, so how old are you now? Am I allowed to ask that?
27 now.
Dear
Okay.
God. No, I'm
Yeah.
joking.
Yeah.
There's
No, 28.
And
so-
Uh-oh.
any questions around injuries or anything like that?
She's really giving
Well-
out the information here.
Yeah, he's fishing. Yeah.
well, I don't know. You've told us that there wasn't a scar. It was bleeding from your head. So
Yeah, forehead.
I don't know.
Right?
All right. Let's. What are you locking in? True or bullshit?
Well, I'm infamously bad at this game.
Me too. Me too.
Oh, good.
My first instinct is false, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's I'm thinking of I don't know enough of Nayor either. So when I was given my story, it was a long-winded story, and this was a short one. So I don't know.
It stretches Google. There's lots of low-hanging trees in Auckland.
low-hanging trees. So it was
Excellent.
the actual stump, yeah. It was the stump. It wasn't like a branch.
That's she said
You
branch.
like going flat out
It
into
was
the
a
tree.
branch that was level with my forehead.
All right. That's
And
enough.
if you and yeah.
That's
Enough.
time up. You've got to
Enough
come up with an
questions.
answer, please.
All right.
Hey Chaplain.
What do you think,
I'm-
Grant?
Shit, it's so likely.
It is
it's
likely,
so
isn't
likely.
it? It is. I want to take the bait.
Yeah,
This
I
game.
think
You
I'm going
reckon?
to take the bait.
This
All
game
right.
plays tricks
All
on
right.
you. It's like, it's
gonna
so
go
likely
with-
that it could be just made up. But what are you
I
thinking?
think we're going with. I think we're going with true. Is that right?
I'm going to go with truth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we're on the same team, so we'll go with the true.
All right, Glitter Kitty, can you please reveal the answer to prompt number 1?
It's false, isn't it?
The answer to prompt number 1 is true.
Yes.
True. Well done. Well
Yeah.
done.
Tiebreaker.
Yeah.
That was good.
What got me in the
Is
end
it a-
was the complete detail of the place and the location of everything.
Yeah.
That got me.
Yeah,
That was
I
good,
just
well
like
done.
it's totally believable. Like you pissed on the beach and you run into a tree.
It's
like
something
it's
everyone would
Taylor's
do.
old as time.
It was
It's a
also
tale as
it
old
was
as
also
time.
Come
very
on.
dark. Like in my defense, it was so dark. I was so drunk. I was doing shots of gin.
Oh.
Shots of gin.
Oh no.
And I was like, I want to go for a swim. And everyone, this was at a housewarming. This was at our housewarming. And my flatmates were like, she wants to go for a swim. And this was around
Oh.
the time that I was talking to Quickie, my partner who's in chat.
Yeah,
was
he
around
said,
the
this
time I
is-
was like flirting with him and texting him and talking to him. And I got
Fell in love
really
with you
pissed
and
face wasted. And I was like, I want to go for a swim. And I sprinted down to Mission Bay, which was like 2 minutes walk, 5 minutes walk actually. Sprinted down there, and all these guys were like, "Hey, hello, what are you doing?" Like, there's all these guys drinking on the beach, like, "Hey, come hang out." And I was like, "Nah, I'm going for a swim." And I just started running around like a complete moron. And the next thing you know, I ran into the branch, and I hit it so hard that I flew back. And when I got up, my friend was actually behind me. They chased me down to the beach because they knew how pissed I was. And they
Smart.
said to me, I said, "Oh, geez, right, okay, let's do it. Let's go for a swim." I got back up and I stood back up, and they were like, yeah, you're not going anywhere. Have you seen your forehead? Like, it is really bad. And I'm like, oh, I'm sure it's fine. It just feels a bit sore. And they're like, no, no, you should probably go home.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Gin,
It's pretty
like
bad.
gin, infamously, if you drink it wrong, gives you a bad headache and a hangover. Did you have a really bad headache the next day?
If you drink it wrong.
I think I had a
Shotting it,
headache, but I'm
essentially.
not sure whether or not it was from running into the tree or if it was from the hangover because it was pretty damn sore and my whole face
Yeah.
swelled up so bad that it looked like a character from Avatar.
That's a great story.
That's good. Brilliant story.
That is
Yeah,
a
good
great
one.
Thank you.
story.
That was an
Well
absolute. That was a dream.
Quicksand said she fell in
Time
love
to
with me a
remember.
day later, so it's just
did,
it's
yeah.
just a romantic story as well now. It's got everything. It's got all the elements a story needs.
I don't know how I explained it to him the next day because he was in Australia, I was in New Zealand, and I was trying to explain it to him the next day. I was like, yeah, the tree. He's like, oh, that's sexy.
Yeah. Smooth talker.
Baby.
Smooth
Let's go.
talker.
He really loves a good thick forehead. That's
Yeah,
what did
exactly.
Oh, so romantic. That's so good. Well done. Well done to Grandma
Well
for
done.
guessing that
Well
right.
done, guys.
All right.
Try that as a
Question,
pickup
question
line.
there.
Let's go with our last of round one. Mr. Karmer. Yep, that's right. Good.
Oh, hold up.
Please read
Alright.
prompt number 1.
Prompt number 1. All right. I was once stopped at Australian customs for bringing a replica flintlock pistol across the border.
True.
Bringing a what? Sorry?
A replica flintlock pistol.
Flintlock pistol.
Do you know, like
Like an
the
old pirate.
time, you know,
A-
like
a
old
Jack Sparrow pistol.
Like the old
one
silver.
shot. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Flintlock,
Like it's got a
yeah.
hammer and you cock it back and it takes like 2 minutes to reload.
Let me have a quick. Let me.
Thank you
Google
for
it.
another 10 bits,
Oh
Chaplain.
yeah, like one of the old steampunky style.
Steampunk. Yeah.
I think it's a real one, though.
It's not alternate reality. It is real.
Yeah, definitely. Jack Sparrow pirate. Steampunk.
Yeah.
Mm.
So what kind of, as a person who's purchased a flintlock replica, what
Yeah.
era and what styling was the flintlock?
I don't know the specifics. I'm not like a major history buff on that stuff. I just love those pistols. I found it at a like a flea market in Florence, Italy.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't like functional, but the hammer was like you could cock it back
Cock
and
it
then
back.
pull the trigger in.
And it
Not-
would flick forwards. Yeah.
yeah, like I don't think it could have been converted into a real
No.
pistol. So whether replica is a loose term, but it was gorgeous. Like it had the full wooden furniture and the metal pieces, and yeah, it was good.
Did it have the detachable rod as well?
No, so yeah, the main sort of draw was the decoration of it, and the hammer could be cocked back.
You still have it?
No.
Oh, what happened to it?
Well, it was confiscated
I
at
went
customs.
through customs.
Oh, right. They just didn't give it to you.
No, I
Oh,
declared it. I declared it because it said on the thing if you have any wood or replica weapons. I was like,
Yeah,
I've
right.
got both of those. Yeah.
Okay. That's a shame. That's a real shame. How long ago was this that they detained you?
Well, this was in 2008. Yeah, it was actually part of a school trip. So coming back through
Oh.
customs, yeah, we were held up
Oh.
by the.
I can imagine
Australian-
them being a little bit more suspicious of a
Was this Melbourne?
younger
We,
lad.
we declared them, so I think that's why they sort of went.
Yeah,
"Oh,
yeah.
what's this guy got going on?"
He
So
got me
was-
wood.
Was
Yeah.
this in Melbourne? In Melbourne
Coming back through Melbourne customs. Yep, at the Tullamarine.
And what was the attitude of the customs people towards you? How were they? Were they nasty about it? Or were they like,
No.
oh mate, oh yeah, okay.
It was
cool.
actually pretty
Let's
funny.
bring-
Like they were grateful that we declared them, obviously. But the funniest part was that like the junior officer, he actually like cocked the thing and like fired it at the ceiling. He's like, "Oh yeah, I get it." And then his senior officer there was like, "Don't do that." Because I looked at it, I was like, "You've just proved my point. It's not dangerous." And they're like, "Yeah, well, theoretically, you could hold up a petrol station or something."
Right.
I was like, "Who's gonna hold up a petrol station with a fucking flintlock
Yeah.
pistol?"
Why hold up the petrol station where you could just commandeer the flight? Like
Exactly.
idiots. Not thinking outside
Alright.
the box, really.
You've got So the prediction closes now, but I started it late. So you've got 1 more minute to ask one more question and then discuss your answer. Glitter D
What
team.
did it cost to buy this pistol?
Great question. I think it was maybe around 10 to 15 euro. It was a steal.
10 to 15 euros.
So that's like 25 to 30 bucks roughly.
Australian, yeah.
Yeah.
Seems.
I don't remember seeing you in Italy around the same time.
You
Interesting.
in Italy in 2008?
I was in 2008, I think, as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Where
on a
in
school
Italy?
trip. It was like a tour, so we did a few major cities such as Venice, Florence, Rome, and Milan.
Where'd you find the pistol, though? Where was the pistol for sale?
Florence.
Lawrence?
In Florence.
Firenze.
We're seeing a lot of bull in chat.
There's a lot of bull.
And the
There's a lot of bull.
prediction.
There is a lot of bull.
Prediction is 92% bull, but I think that's just
Wow.
one person's dumped like all their points.
I think it's Cactus because
Yeah.
he was fucking
Yeah, he's
slamming the bull button.
Yeah, he wasn't happy.
Spamming it.
I even ghosted saying it's bull.
First time being here, but thanks.
Um,
That's a bunch of bull. All right, so please start discussing what you guys think. What is
Can
the
I
answer?
can I get a final question? Or-
No. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna be hard now.
Oh, laying down the law.
Yeah, I know.
Interesting, all right.
No, we can do
Laying
one
down
more. I
the
feel
law.
bad now. One more question's okay.
Final question was, how long did it take you to get in and out of customs?
Yeah, we were held up for like, I don't know, I was like 15 at the time, so maybe half an hour or so. The funny thing is that I got it through like Greek customs because we went to Greece afterwards and then I flew back to Melbourne.
So it was a stopover in Greece, and then you got through.
Yeah.
But did you have to check your baggage again, or did you just it auto transferred to a different?
You get a little form when you.
Yeah,
come to
they hand out
customs.
like declaration forms on the flight.
All right.
Yeah.
What do
Every
you
stop.
think, Glitter D team? What is the answer? True or bull?
I'm feeling a real strong true here.
I'm feeling true as well. There's quite a lot of detail.
Karma has been pretty good with the detail before
the
passports and all
reason-
that.
The reason that I asked the question of what were the customs people like is because, like, I don't know about you guys in chat, but people in Sydney are absolute assholes at customs.
They
So
can
I think
be.
any customs officer who's an asshole, yeah, that's definitely going to be true.
I like
That's
the guy
a
that just
point of
fires
reference.
off the pistol in the. Well, he's,
Yeah.
But he fires off the
Seems
pistol.
good.
Okay, that was
Believe that.
yeah, that's groundbreaking. What do you reckon, Mickey? You're going towards true?
I'm heavily leaning towards true. There's just a couple of bits that make me think that
That's the
it's-
thing. It feels
it's
like
true.
there's a few altered truths in
As
it.
soon as he said it, I don't know what it was, but something was just like, yeah, this is definitely a thing that's happened. Like whether or not you purchased it and had to transport it internationally is another thing. But I feel like you'd be the person to see a flintlock pistol and be like, this is sick. I fucking want that.
Fucking
I'll
awesome.
have me
I'll
one of
take that.
those, please.
I'll take me one of those.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so what are you going with, lads and lattices?
I'm feeling like just like my story with the level of detail, it could pass as true.
All right, Vicky.
I know Karma's capable of lying this well, but I'm going to go with true.
All right, we're locking
my
in
feeling.
true. So, Karma,
Lock it in, Eddie.
please reveal the answer to prompt number 1.
That story is unfortunately 100% true, and it breaks my heart because
Yeah.
I was as I said, I was on a school trip, and a mate of mine who's one of my best friends now, I met him on that trip, and we both had these pistols, and it was like we had them for the majority of the trip. Like I said, we got them through Greek customs with no problem at all.
Oh my
And
word!
yeah,
1,510 channel points go to Momo Cream Puff, as he was the only
Oh,
guy
yeah,
that guessed
Momo.
it.
Yes.
Momo.
Well done.
Good
Nice.
stuff.
Good
I
bet.
can't
good bet.
believe the dickhead shot in the airport. Like that's the
That's
bit that
fucking
gets
awesome.
Yeah,
I
That
was
doesn't
so
sound
annoyed.
true.
And the thing is, right, is they deliberated about, should we let it through? And they said, if you and your mate didn't both have a pistol, we probably would have let one through. And I was like, that's not a fucking argument. What are you talking about? And I'm still salty about it to this day.
If you used to literally go and try and rob a bank with a flintlock pistol, is someone really going to shit themselves?
Hands in
Because
the
you're going to do
air.
the whole stuffing and the thing in the pool. Oh, hands up, everyone!
One sec. That's ridiculous.
You just get one guy to cover you while you reload for the next 25 minutes.
I've got
I'm
one
preloaded,
shot.
people. Don't mess with me.
Who's the manager? I've got one shot.
That's beautiful.
And
All
then
right,
another one in 2 minutes.
guys, we have we'll take like a 5 minute. If you want to go to the bathroom, if you want to get a cup of water, go now. I'm going to put on some tunes underneath. Thank you all for being here. It means a lot that you guys are coming from all the different communities. Do check out these streamers. They're hilarious. They're lovely. I love them all. And we'll be back soon.